Hey guys, it's me again. Welcome to the channel. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome back to the channel. If you've seen my stuff before, I wanted to thank you from coming. Thank you from watching. Leave comments. I'll comment to everything, good, bad, ugly, no matter. Like, subscribe. I'd really appreciate the support. Excuse me, a little bit under the weather. The subject of this video is something that MMA fans and the UFC itself got hit with earlier today. In that, excuse me, sorry about that. Former UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Bones Jones was arrested for parole violation, stemming from him getting pulled over by police and cited for speeding. Now, as a lot of you know, this is not Jon Bones Jones' first incident with the law. It's like his, third, fourth, I believe. Leaving the scene of an accident, returning to remove money, drug paraphernalia being found in the car after he departed again. Other drug issues that's been plaguing him. And now this. I think, in my opinion, to be bluntly honest, Jon Jones has become a run-on joke of the MMA world. For example, hey look, that guy is driving while intoxicated. He's pulling a Jon Jones. Why, you found drug paraphernalia on him? He pulled a Jon Jones. That type of run-on joke. Fact of the matter is, the UFC has gone out of their way for Jon Jones, gave him a second chance, gave him the opportunity to come back after being suspended, after being stripped of his title, which was won by Daniel Cormier during a fight with Anthony Rumble Johnson that Jon Bones Jones himself was supposed to be in prior to his suspension. Fact of the matter is, in my opinion, folks, and once again, everything that I express in these videos is just my opinion. My opinion, Jon Bones Jones does not deserve anything MMA related. He doesn't deserve anything other than being punished harshly, so maybe that way he'll finally learn his lesson. Okay, because being suspended from the UFC didn't do it. Being stripped of his title didn't do it. They need to punish him harshly. The legal system, for example, they need to put his ass in jail and let him serve some time. So that way maybe he'll finally learn his lesson. Stop doing the things that you're doing because they're just going to hinder you. UFC, cut him. Let him go. You don't need that kind of bad publicity. And I know what some people will say, well, what happens if he signs with another company? Hey, that's their problem. If they're dumb enough to sign a guy like him that doesn't want to learn, that's intentionally sabotaging his career, then hey, they deserve what they're going to get, and that's bad press. Now, when I talk about intent, when I talk about Jon Jones not learning from his past mistakes, I mean it. Because in my opinion, if you do something one time, okay, that's understandable. That could be considered an accident, unintentional. But if you do it 2, 3 more times after that, folks, that's intent. That's on purpose. Jon Jones is doing these things on purpose. And why reward somebody for being stupid? I commended Daniel Cormier for going to the UFC and saying, I want to defend my title against Jon Jones. I commend the UFC itself for giving him the title shot even though he didn't deserve it, which then again, as we all know in the UFC, what you deserve doesn't mean jack shit. The ranking system doesn't mean jack shit. But like someone on Twitter posted that I follow, she tweeted out a photo of Jon Jones' mugshot, and her tweet was basically enough is enough. And I agree. I agree with her 100%. Enough is enough. The UFC, Daniel Cormier, the legal system need to stop treating Jon Jones like he's something special, because he's not special anymore. At one point in time, he was. When his career started to progress upwards, he was the guy that did what no one else was able to, and that's took Anderson Silva's spot as the best fighter in the UFC, as the best champion in the UFC. Now, like I said a few minutes ago, run-on joke, dude. Plain and simple. And like I said, once again, he's not going to learn unless he's punished harshly like a normal human being. And when I say normal human being, I mean like you, there's my finger, sorry, like you watching this video and like me filming it, talking to you. Normal human being. Not like he's a celebrity, not like he's an MMA fighter with a lot of money. Okay? He ain't gonna learn nothing, folks. And who knows, if he's punished harshly, maybe he ain't gonna learn then either. But the bottom line, something has to be done by the UFC, by the judicial system. Because what kind of example, what kind of message are you sending to the fans that buy your pay-per-views, that buy your merchandise, those people that pay their taxes, those people that go to work 9 to 5, their children? Is that the message you want to be sending to kids? Hey, Johnny from Cleveland, you can go out, hit a parked car, almost kill a woman that's pregnant, leave the scene of the crime. That's okay. Here's this something special that somebody else deserves, but I'm going to give it to you because I think you're better than they are. I think you're more special than they are. You've got more money than they do. That's not the message you want to be sending to your fan base. I'm sorry. I'm sure and I'm not even going to say I'm sorry if the UFC cuts him. I'm going to change what I was about to say. I'm not sorry. Because there's tons of other fighters that the UFC can put over, however you want to say it. There were a ton of other UFC fighters at the 205 pound division that deserve a title shot. Okay? You look at the pound for pound list, Jon Jones is ranked number 1 above Demetrious Johnson, and that's a joke. Demetrious Johnson is the best fighter in the UFC. Demetrious Johnson is the best champion in the UFC. He should be number 1. Take Jon Jones' ass out of the number 1 spot, out of the pound for pound list. Take him, put Demetrious Johnson at number 1 where he belongs, move everybody else up. And when it comes to that title shot against DC that he had coming up, take Jon Jones out of it, put Anthony Rumble Johnson in his place. Or put somebody else in if you don't want to give Rumble the title shot. Don't give it to Jon Jones because he doesn't deserve it. And like I said in the beginning, this is just my opinion, folks. I'm not trying to force my opinion on anybody. I'm just stating it. Jon Jones is a run-on joke who's intentionally doing stuff to fuck himself up, career-wise, to ruin his career, to put another black mark on the UFC, to put another black mark on us fans who want to see Jon Jones fight, who want to see Jon Jones doing good. And like I said, the legal system, UFC, should not reward him for being a fucking idiot. Forgive my language for all of you out there that don't like cursing, but that's just the way I'm going to describe him. Jon Jones is a fucking idiot doing dumb shit. Period. And he shouldn't be rewarded for that. Well, folks, thank you for listening to my rants. I'm going to end this video here. Whatever time zone you're in, have a good one, a safe one. Be healthy, be wise, and I'll see you next video.